Hey parents of teen drivers, today we're going to be talking about trunk safety. Yes, over here, yes, trunk safety. This is it's a legitimate concern, and there's two main points that I want to talk about today. One of them has to do with actually packing the trunk and what goes inside of the vehicle. That can be a dangerous situation that you need to talk to your teens about. And then the other is the potential of somebody being trapped in the trunk and how you can actually get out of that. So the first thing that I want to talk about is with regards to the packing of the trunk. Okay, so there have been cases that are out there and things that I've read where people have been either killed or horribly, paralyzed or whatever because they were in an accident, and whether or not it was a few people in the car or whatever, the person in the back seat, which is typically the safest part of the car, was horribly hurt because of something that was in the trunk and it wasn't properly fastened down or whatever. So if you have a loaded up trunk like this and you get into an accident, whether or not you hit something head on and everything flies forward, or if somebody rear ends you and pushes everything forward, the person in the back seat can be hurt. So you want to let your teens know not to overload the trunk. Don't put too many things in there. If you do put things in there, only put what you need and make sure that they are potentially fastened down, to where they can't be a projectile or something like that, because that is a major issue of whether or not they're, if you have suitcases or ice chests or various things, or even book bags or whatever, it could potentially go through the back seat and damage somebody in the back seat. So that is definitely a real concern. The next one is the safety latch. So in 2001, Congress passed a law which mandated car companies to have this safety latch in the back of the vehicle. And so basically what happened in previous years, there were, and how it was outlined to me, basically installers of like audio equipment and things like that, mechanics, playful children, pranksters, or crime victims could all potentially be trapped in the back of the trunk. And so people were actually dying because of this yearly. I mean, the numbers were low, but 20 deaths a year, something like that. And so now it's required that there is this like glow in the dark handle in the trunk that releases the trunk and pops it open. And so when you're teaching your teen about how to operate a vehicle, you want to make sure that they know about trunk safety, because if someone were to get trapped, or if they're bringing one of their siblings or something like that and they end up in the trunk or whatever, you want to be able to know that they can reach in there and grab that device and pull it to where it opens up the back of the trunk. So, one of those things that we don't think about and we don't talk about very often are trunks of vehicles. Some cars nowadays even have a frunk, which is a front trunk. And so it's one of those things where we want to make sure that we're teaching teens about every aspect of the car, because you never know when something's going to happen. And this is an easy one to where we can avoid, a nasty accident from happening. So again, my name is Seth Smiley. This is another edition of the Parents of Teen Drivers Facebook group. Thank you very much.